Sip Pankaj, Sip Karan, Sip Sagai, Sip Atmatrai, Sip Krishan, Sip Sanjay, Sip Yogini, Sip Bliss, Sip Ashok, Sip Premchandji, Sip Vanita, Sip Shunya, Sip Anand Ki Khoj, Sip Chidanand, Sip Will, and Sip the others who are slowly joining Sip Yogini, the call. Today we have one of the most challenging debates that world has. I don't know how many of you will understand this, will digest it, would want to learn more about it. But let us get into the nuts and bolts. Today's discussion is a discussion on Dvaita versus Advaita. Dvaita versus Advaita. So, who would like to start this discussion of Dvaita versus Advaita? How much you understand, and how much you follow, how much you think of it being important. So, should I explain a little bit? I think there are already some people who are in the call. Let me explain. Krishna and Will. We'll start, okay, with Krishna and Will. Dvaita. Dvaita means dual, duality, two. Advaita means Advaita, no duality. Advaita, non-dual, non-duality, no duality. So, Dvaita, duality, Advaita, non-duality. So, this is a simple understanding. And let us, what is this connection on this spiritual journey? So, yesterday, unfortunately, I was on a flight. I missed. I don't know, this week, I hope I don't miss, but maybe one day. But next 3, 4, 5 days, I'm here. Let us, and you are, because this may lead to a lot of discussion, a lot of progression of thought. Let us start. Krishna and Will. Krishna, then Will. Yes, Krishna.
So, for me, Advaita is the most fascinating thing because we are able to relate much better than Dvaita. Dvaita is some imaginary things, and we are asked to believe in some God, some heaven, some place. So, Advaita, I think, is based on common experiences, like in the call you say about waking state, the dreamer state, and the deep sleep. And then you are asking us to experience who is that experiencer. So Advaita, I think it is one without a second. So we are able to experience, which is the existential reality. The other one is some accomplished reality. We don't know what is that Dvaita thing, a God sitting somewhere. We don't know, it's all imaginary. But Advaita is done through knowledge, through reasoning, through logic. So it is more, I think Advaita makes sense. Dvaita,
why
so
the
I
whole
think
world,
Dvaita,
why the whole world following Dvaita then?
I don't know, maybe it is pehle se hi, the acharyas were there. Maybe because they couldn't, it was like Advaita samjhane ke liye, they personified some things, but that became more, I don't know, it became more popular. So I believe Dvaita is a path could be, and Advaita is the final destination, which is the truth.
Okay, good, thank you.
And also one more thing, मुझे लगता है कि अद्वैत में there is no time frame, there is no, it is not in space, because anywhere, every time you are in Advaita. Whereas in...
What do you understand? Let me stop to ask you, what do you understand by Advaita?
Advaita means that one truth, which is there in each one of us. How can it be different?
What is Dvaita?
How can God be different?
What is, according to you, what is Dvaita?
Dvaita is a different God sitting somewhere else whom we have not seen, and you cannot be that God. And so, I don't know, it is something to achieve.
I don't know whether you have a complete clarity on the simple meaning of Advaita, Dvaita. So let's see, just catch the Krishna before end of the session. What you're saying is correct. But what is the simple clarity on Advaita and Dvaita? We must understand. Let's hope we do it. Will you start with your understanding of Dvaita, Advaita, and then what you have to say or question? Will, unmute. Yes.
I think Advaita is when you understand who you are. You understand that you are the soul, and then you see the soul is Atman. This is what Advaita is. You are Sip. Everyone is Sip. This is Advaita. It's everybody intellectually understands it, and but really, what we really first of all, start with is Dvaita. For example, in your temple, you have a big statue of Shiva. But so you start with this, you come to the temple and you treat Shiva as though he's different. And this is common to all religious traditions. They begin with Dvaita. And people,
so what is Dvaita? So what is, just for the benefit of everybody on the call, what is Dvaita?
Well, Dvaita is where you, the Atman is one and Brahman is the other. One and
Very
two,
good.
like that.
Very good. So let me put some simple words to it. What you're saying, Dvaita means there are two. Dvaita means I and God are different. I am me and God is God. This is Dvaita. Advaita means what? Same. Will you have given the answer, but you have given it in a very profound way. So Advaita means me and God are not two. We are one. So this is what Will has told. Continue with. Sorry, I have just added some few words. Go ahead.
So for me, the honest thing to do for most of us is to admit this is Dvaita. I'm not saying, I'm not claiming I'm separate from God, but that's how I see it. And I feel that the answer is really to practice realistically. I do indeed see myself as separate, and therefore all my yoga is yoga towards a separate, I love the God, it's a separate thing. But in the course of time, as happened with you on your Air France flight, you suddenly switch from one to the other. But you can't determine when that's going to happen. All you can do is to apply yourself to yoga. And I feel that the important thing is not to disparage Dvaita. This is what people say. They say Dvaita is somehow less. Where what I'm trying to say is it's a step on the path.
Absolutely. Without Dvaita, there can be no Advaita. Because that's why the word is Advaita. It is not some other word. Why is it called Advaita? Because first there must come Dvaita, and then there must come Advaita. Okay, good, very good. So I hope you will participate some more if there's some interesting thing. But everybody on this call, this subject is very critical in this journey of enlightenment. This subject is absolutely critical. And how can we move from the state of Advaita, from a state of Dvaita to a state of Advaita? This is exactly moving from darkness to light, moving from samsara to nirvana, moving from spiritually being asleep to being spiritually awakened. Thank you, Krishna and Will, to give a great start. Atmatra and Girish. Atmatra and Girish.
Sure, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, when we go into the temple and we see the God, statue of God, then we think God is there and I am here. And I am
Correct.
different from the God.
Correct.
But actually, the God is inside us.
So what is that and what is this? What are the two things you're talking about?
When we see the statue of God, then we thought this is God. I think so. There is a sentence from Sant Jnaneshwar in Marathi. I'm telling that. तुझ सगुण म्हणू की निर्गुण रे, सगुण निर्गुण एक गोविंदू रे. सगुण यानी तो दिखने वाला और न दिखने वाला, निर्गुण यानी निराकार जिसको आकार नहीं है, और सगुण यानी जिसको आकार है, यानी कि रूप है. तो दोनों ही एक ही है, ईश्वरी है, जो दिखता है और नहीं दिखता है. It is the
okay, good. So what do you believe in, Dvaita or Advaita?
Before some years I was believing in the Saguna, means Dvaita. But nowadays I realize that the God is inside me and it is in and out, both.
Okay. Thank you, Atmatra. Good. Girish, let us hear what Girish. So everybody today can ask a question or can give you a submission on the subject. Very important discussion on Dvaita, Advaita. Today's discussion is Dvaita versus Advaita, and you should be able, if you at least have a clarity on the subject, then at least what Will said, when that anubhuti will come, when that experience will come, we don't know, but finally that is the goal. for that spark to come on, that light to come on. So let us go with Master Grish.
Both are meant for self-realization and God realization. They are two philosophies advocated by different Jagat Gurus or Acharyas.
Very good.
And their disciples from time to time in the lineage. In Dvaita philosophy, God or Ishvara is separate reality. Man or Jiva is separate reality.
Correct. So what is
in contrast, in Advaita, neither Jiva nor God is the ultimate reality. The ultimate reality of both Ishvara and Jiva is Brahman, one reality. That is the only reality. That's what Advaita profounds.
So what is your saying? What is your conclusion?
My conclusion is ultimately what is reality is Brahman. Advaita is only the name given to show that it is not Dvaita. Actually, there is no term as Advaita. But to teach it is not Advaita.
It is not Dvaita.
Not Dvaita. That term is used.
Yeah. So it's very interesting. I met one Acharya, I told you, from a Krishna temple. I told you some months back, you in the plane. And that Acharya told me Advaita is the biggest criminal. If you hear some of the videos, some of the videos tell you that bhakti is more important than mukti. Even yesterday, somebody sent me a video, and I was watching that video. And in that video, they are saying, "Arey, what are you talking? Bhakti, man. Bhakti is everything. You can give up mukti, but don't give up bhakti." So the point is it true? If you did, that's why in many of the Krishna consciousness, they talk of bhakti being more. Mukti is not important. Moksha is not important. You only need bhakti. I was listening to, I don't like to give names. I was listening to one Swami. I think the Swami is based out of America, if I'm not mistaken. That big Swami video yesterday, and they are saying, "What are you talking? No mukti ko chodo, bhakti is everything. Bhakti is Dvaita. You can have bhakti in Advaita, but that bhakti becomes prema yoga. It grows into that mumukshutva, that deep yoga. Okay, Girish, anything more you want to say, Girish?
Yes. Dvaita, as understood by a common man, relates in the Vyavaharika level, whereas Advaita is the Paramarthika level, at the level of ultimate reality. And one more point. That I will have to come back. Just now I lost that point.
No problem. You'll get it back. You'll get Yogini. Yeah, come back. So interesting discussion. But I hope you all will take this discussion in the next 15 minutes to its logical conclusion. Yogini, we should not just leave the discussion here. We should take to conclusion. Yogini?
Shubham, sir.
Yes.
So the duality is when we are learning like religious path. That is the ABC of our this one. So in that we have duality. That is, God is in the temple and I am praying to God. But when we are coming to the spiritual path, there we realize that God is within us. Good. And that we pray through God. So that is a big difference. Like
Advaita means me and God are not separate. I am Sip. I am the soul. Soul is Sip. I am Sip. Sip is in all. This is Advaita.
Yeah.
And in Dvaita, you always say Namah Shivaya, Namah Om Ganapate Namaha, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. So you are bowing down to a God that is somewhere in Vaikuntha. So in Dvaita, they believe in Vaikuntha. That's what that Swami who was in the plane. He told me this Advaita people are scoundrels. He told me this Advaita people, they are the biggest. We must shoot them. To meet any Advaita people, take a gun and shoot them. He told, I said, okay, okay. I gave him a book I have written on Advaita. I gave him to read the book. So the people who are in very strongly on the Bhakti Marg, they are not able to see anything. They say, oh, Prabhu, 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 but that Prabhu is inside you. The moment there is duality, you and God, you can never realize God. There is no people who are the Bhakti Marga or the Dvaita Marga, they can never realize God. Because they believe that one day after they die, they will go to Vaikuntha or they will go to Kailasa or they will go. You can go to Kailasa, that Swami who is living in one country called Kailasa, but you cannot really go to Kailasa. So, okay, good Yogini. Raji. Yes, Raji.
Shivam Guruji.
Bolo,
Yes. To start with, we have to start with Dvaita only. Dvaita means we are different and God is different.
Correct.
But actually, we are followers of Advaita. Who those in Hindu, this one, we have, if you are follower of Shankaracharya, then you are Advaitas. And if you follow this Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya, then those Dvaita and all come. So we are all followers of Advaita.
Why you are following us? Why you are following Advaita? You can change, become Dvaita.
No. No, and after coming to this class, no. Even before also no, but after coming to spiritual path, it is completely no. Because
Why? Because
we know that
you are,
is inside.
your brain, because you are brainwashed? Because you are brainwashed
Yes,
or what?
yes. I'm completely washed that I am SIP, IS. SIP is everywhere. So we have to realize that.
You are brainwashed or you are enlightened?
I am on the path of enlightenment.
Okay, good. Thank you, Raji. Rajendra. Rajendra.
Thank you.
Sir, Shivam sir.
Follow that.
In duality, we use terms like that, God and his creation, Ishvara, Jagat, all these, we feel these are all different. And in non-duality, we say the absolute Brahman is the only reality. Absolute. And everything is the manifestation of.
So क्या guarantee है ये सब सच है ये शायद ये सब बकवास है all this suppose all this is rubbish.
सच है ना, because our small soul से जो हम soul बोलते हैं, that is able to जब conceive होता है उससे मैं भी समझ गया ना, she has same awareness as the main God has, main this Ishvara, what we say Ishvara has, because he can create the same thing within small universe within us because of that awareness. So it is the same thing. It is the same thing, and the absolute Brahman is basically everything what we see is the manifestation, its own manifestation. जैसे आप बोलते हैं ocean की wave, we are waves and that is ocean, like that.
But what makes you believe in Advaita?
Because of my awareness of the realization of the truth. Because what we have been pursuing for last 1 year.
We should not believe Advaita because everybody is believing in Advaita or because Shankaracharya believes or because AiR is talking about Advaita. You have to believe in Advaita because of your intelligence, because of your awareness, because of your consciousness. You have to be clear. God is not somebody who lives in the sky. This is a lie. So you have to be absolutely clear. Okay, good. Rajendra, anything else? Can I move to Rumataji?
Sir, one point. This is the only thing which has satisfied my intellect so far. All these issues.
Very good, Rajendra. So Ru I think first. Or Ru Mataji. Sorry, Ru Mataji. Ru Kiran. Ru Mataji.
Pranam Guruji, Shivam.
Shivam, बताइए.
In simple language, I can say the first step is I see God in you, I see God in me. Same soul is there. Slowly and slowly, I start seeing people around us that they are also having same soul and I am having same soul.
Rumataji, 1 minute. Rumataji, Dvaita or Advaita में फर्क क्या है?
Guruji, in Advaita, it is non-duality. I see you and me same.
No.
And in duality, we see different.
No. Don't say like this. Don't take it. This is not the main principle of duality. क्या है?
Guruji, Dvaita, if we will start seeing God in everyone, then that is the step which will take us to God and we will be one with God.
रुमाता जी, द्वैता का मतलब ये है, प्लीज बी वेरी क्लियर, कि मैं और प्रभु अलग है.
हाँ जी.
हाउ कैन आई बी गॉड? ये जो द्वैता लोग हैं वो क्या करते हैं? अरे पागल है क्या? आर यू मैड? आर यू क्रेजी? हाउ कैन यू बी गॉड? आर यू मैड? व्हाट्स रॉन्ग विथ यू?
ड्युअलिटी में तो गुरुजी हम दूसरे को भी अपने से डिफरेंट मानते हैं.
लेकिन वो तो बहुत बाद में आता है. रुमाता जी, डोंट टेक दैट एज द मेन. ड्युअलिटी का सब्जेक्ट इज नॉट बिटवीन यू एंड मी. वो तो छोड़िए. मेन सब्जेक्ट इज, ऑफ कोर्स यू एंड मी आर नॉट. हाउ कैन यू एंड मी बी सेम? ये भी सही है जो आप बोल रहे हैं, ये भी ड्युअलिटी है कि मैं और आप तो अलग अलग लगते हैं. लेकिन इन द स्टडी ऑफ द्वैता अद्वैता, द मेन स्टडी इज हाउ कैन आई बी गॉड. जो द्वैता है, जो ये कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस है, या जो बिलीव करते हैं, पागल है क्या? क्या समझते हैं आपको भगवान बना दिया तुमने? हाउ डिड यू मेक योरसेल्फ गॉड? हाउ डेयर यू? अद्वैता क्या समझते हैं? अद्वैता समझते हैं, अरे यार मैं क्या हूं? कुछ भी नहीं, सब कुछ तुम ही हो प्रभु. तो अद्वैता जानते हैं, अद्वैता जानते हैं कि हम कुछ भी नहीं है, सब कुछ प्रभु है. तो बी वेरी क्लियर, बिकॉज दिस विल हेल्प यू इन दैट जर्नी. रुमादा जी, ये दिस होल अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि मैं और प्रभु एक कैसे बन सकते हैं? आत्मा और परमात्मा के नेवर बी वन. सम पीपल हु आर द्वैता और त्रैतवाद, दिस त्रैतवाद पीपल दे टॉक अबाउट, दे से ईश्वर, जगत और जीव कभी एक नहीं हो सकते हैं. ईश्वर अलग है, जगत अलग है, जीव अलग है. अद्वैता के लोग समझते, बोलो सब प्रभु है, सब शक्ति है. तो बी क्लियर. ओके रुमाता जी, और कुछ बोलना है आपको?
बस गुरुजी यही बोलना.
सुरजीत एंड देन रूतनु.
हरे कृष्णा गुरुजी.
हरे कृष्णा, बोलो.
सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम, मतलब सत्य ही शिव है, शिव ही सुंदर है. जैसे कि लॉर्ड श्री कृष्ण ने समझाया है, अद्वैत और अद्वैत के दोनों ही कॉन्सेप्ट है, लेकिन इसका श्री कृष्ण ने समझाया जिस तरह से मैं बताना चाहता हूँ कि हम सभी श्री कृष्ण के अंश है. जो ब्रह्म है, आत्मा है, वो एक है, सारे के अंश है. लेकिन क्या होता है कि जब सृष्टि शुरू हुआ तब हर जीव मतलब आत्मा जीव बने, तो इस जीव को मोह तथा माया ने घेर लिया और जीव ने खुद को बॉडी समझने लगा. तो जब भी बॉडी समझने लगा तब अधर्म करने लगा. तो इस मतलब जो जीव है, आत्मा है, तो इसको धर्म के मार्ग में लाने के लिए भगवान श्री कृष्ण ने बार बार अवतार लिया, उसको वो समझाने के लिए तुम मेरे अंश हो, तो अधर्म मत करो. इसलिए हम भगवान श्री कृष्ण और उसके अवतार को भगवान मानते हैं. लेकिन उसका जो टीचिंग्स है सारी भगवत गीता में, वो यही है कि तुम श्री कृष्ण के अंश हो. श्री कृष्ण मतलब परम ब्रह्म, परम आनंद. श्री कृष्ण मतलब तुम वो परम ब्रह्म आनंद का अंश हो, सभी परम ब्रह्म का अंश हो, तो अधर्म मत करो.
तो वेरी गुड. तो व्हाट डू यू बिलीव? अल्टीमेटली आप बोलते हैं कि सब द्वैता है, अद्वैता?
सर मैं भक्ति करना चाहता हूँ, क्योंकि कृष्णा की एक ग्रेस मतलब वो उसका कृष्णा जो करते हैं, मतलब इतना सारा ग्रेस, इतना करुणा उस जीवों के प्रति.
आप भक्ति करो, लेकिन मेरा सवाल, माय क्वेश्चन टू यू, that means you don't believe that God is inside you and you are part of God, or you believe it?
सर जानता हूँ कि मैं गॉड का ही अंश हूँ.
फिर कैसे बोल सकते हैं? फिर कैसे आप बोलते हैं कि आप भक्ति कर सकते हैं? लेकिन सवाल भक्ति की नहीं है, सवाल ये है आप द्वैता मानते हैं या अद्वैता मानते हैं?
सर मानने से क्या होता है? जो सच है वो सच ही है.
तो क्या
दोनों ही कॉन्सेप्ट है.
आपको सच क्या लगता है?
दोनों ही सच लगता है मुझे तो अभी दोनों ही सच लगता है.
आप औरत है, आदमी है, दोनों है क्या?
नहीं, ये जो कॉन्सेप्ट है, एक कॉन्सेप्ट इटसेल्फ में मतलब पूरा फॉल्ट है इसमें कि अद्वैत मतलब सभी भगवान और दैत्य मतलब वो भगवान, मैं भगवान. ये ऐसा तो कृष्णा ने नहीं सिखाया. कृष्णा ने सिखाया कि बॉडी अलग अलग हो सकती है, लेकिन जो आत्मा है, ब्रह्म है, वो सेम है, परम ब्रह्म का अंश है।
तो मतलब क्या हुआ? तो मतलब तो अद्वैता है ना, मतलब हम सब प्रभु के एक अंश है ना।
लेकिन एट द सेम टाइम हम मोह में घिरे हुए हैं।
हाँ, वो मोह में घिरे, इसलिए हमें
इसीलिए
अद्वैता को मालूम, इसलिए अद्वैता का ज्ञान नहीं है। लेकिन सच में क्या है? अंत में सच क्या है? हम सब अलग अलग हैं या सब एक है?
लेकिन सर यहाँ पे कृष्णा ने ये भी बताते हैं कि जो ब्रह्म होता है, ब्रह्म तो सनातन है, उसका कोई जन्म नहीं होता, और ब्रह्म है इसीलिए सब कुछ है, सब कुछ उसके ऊपर ही टिका हुआ है। तो लेकिन जो परम ब्रह्म है, तो वो द रियल इंजॉयर है, और जो छोटे छोटे जीव है, वो सब सेवक है, मतलब वो पूर्ण नहीं है, सिर्फ भगवान ही पूर्ण है।
No, all this is okay. Do you believe that we are all caught in the karmic cycle, and the moment we are liberated, we become one with the Supreme? You believe or you have a doubt?
सर जो आत्मा है वो तो सुप्रीम के ही अंश है, लेकिन बॉडी जो है वो कर्म फल के हिसाब से इधर उधर भटकता रहता है।
वो बॉडी है या बॉडी सिर्फ 5 तत्व है, जो 5 तत्व शक्ति है, जो क्लास में आप डेली सीखते हैं, वो समझते हैं, मानते हैं, या कुछ अलग आप समझते हैं और मानते हैं?
सब तो सेम ही है, ठीक ही तो है।
No, so you please come back in 5 minutes and tell me you believe in Dvaita or Advaita. Please be clear.
सर दोनों ही कॉन्सेप्ट है, क्लास साइंस का रूम और क्लास फिजिक्स का, मैथ का रूम, लेकिन दोनों ही समझने के लिए है।
Okay, can you please be on the call for some more time and see what happens? Rutanu, thank you. Rutanu.
शिवोहम गुरुजी।
Yes, Rutanu, बोलो।
गुरुजी, द्वैता जो है वो किंडरगार्टन है, अद्वैता जो है हाई स्कूल है।
Good.
हम अद्वैता में बिलीव करते हैं।
Because जो A for apple, B for ball, वो तो सीखते हैं। हम भी, मैंने भी शिव जी की भक्ति 40 साल के लिए की ना। After 40 years of being devoted to Lord Shiva, I realized Shivoham, Shiv Aham, मैं कुछ नहीं, सब कुछ शिव है. It is not an easy subject. What is this Surajit is talking about? If you want to blindly believe in scripture and you want to blindly believe in bhakti, please do it. But you will continue to be a good bhakta, and you will come back with a good janma, but you will never realize God.
Guruji, I have one more question.
Yeah.
It is not regarding this, but one of our relatives is bedridden, not able to eat, not able to drink, everything nasal. So what I was thinking was, we know that it is karma working, but we don't know what type of karma will give us what effect.
You don't need to know. You don't need to know. You have to accept. Karma will not tell you. The law of karma will not tell you as to what karma you are getting for what. Karma tells you what you do, you will keep quiet and do. You want to be free from karma, get liberated. Get mukti, get moksha.
Yes.
Dr. Krishan. Dr. Krishan, boliye.
Shivam Guruji.
Yes, sir.
From the birth, my religions taught me that if you want to meet Shiva, you have to go Badrinath, Kedarnath. If you want to meet Vaishno Mata, you have to go Katra, which is belief system, which is a kinder joy school for me. But right now, I realize that if Rama is there, if Krishna is there, they are the human being. They have done so much good karma that they become ideal. For me, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam done so much great things for us that for me he is as a god. But right now, in spirituality, I understand that me and God are not two persons. Every जीवात्मा is God. अगर मैं अच्छे कर्म करूंगा तो मैं भी भगवान की तरफ पूजा जा सकता हूं, बट मैं भगवान ही हूं, तो मैं ये अलग अलग क्यों मानूं? अगर मेरे लिए एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम भगवान राम और भगवान कृष्ण सेम है, तो हमें अपने कर्मों पे फोकस करना पड़ेगा, और जिससे मैं अद्वैता का कॉन्सेप्ट समझ पाऊंगा.
Good. So I think like Dr. Krishan is telling, many people in this call are very clear. Like Krishna started, Will started. See, it is very easy to go away into Dvaita. It is very easy to go away into Bhakti Marga. It's very easy. बहुत simple है ना. Prabhu tum sambhalo. Prabhu मैं क्या? I'm helpless. Oh God, you. No, but to reach that state of spiritual awakening is not easy. The state of spiritual awakening to realize, huh? Tattvamasi neti neti tum ho wahi ye nahi महावाक्य ये कहता है यही तुम एक आत्मा हो तन मन नहीं. You must this mantra should get into your head. Tattvamasi neti neti. And this mantra is 5,000 years old. This is not a mantra written by me. This mantra is 5,000 years old. Okay, good. Thank you, Krishan. Girish, back to Girish. You want to say something, but you are in halfway through. And after Girish, Premchandji and Krishna again. I'm letting you all come. I'm not letting you all wait. And Rekha Parvan. Girish.
Srimad Jagat Guru Shankaracharya ji is not the creator of Advaita.
No.
He had picked up those points which are already in the scriptures or Vedanta, which say this point. His gurus and gurus are also very strong profounders of this point.
Correct.
And one small analogy which can make people understand the concept of Dvaita, Advaita very clearly is that there is ocean. There are waves, thousands of waves in the ocean. As per Dvaita, waves are a reality. Ocean is also a reality. Advaita says waves and ocean are not the ultimate reality. Both are based on fundamental reality, which is water.
Correct.
Advaita never denies the existence of waves or appearance of waves, which comes and goes. Also, Advaita never denies Ishvara or God or the ocean. But without water, where is the ocean? So, ultimately, both the ocean as well as the waves depend upon water. But water is not dependent on the ocean or the waves. It can independently exist, have an existence.
Very good.
This is what is called Advaita. There is no conflict between Dvaita and Advaita. Advaita tries to show you both Jiva and Ishvara has got still more deeper.
That's okay. But Dvaita doesn't agree.
Truth, that is Brahman.
But those who believe in Dvaita don't want to agree that. You also realize that, right? Those who believe in Dvaita are stuck on the belief, either Dvaita or Troitva. Not only Dvaita, there is Dvaita and there's Troitva. One is Dvaita, God and me are separate. Somebody says God is separate, Jagat is separate, Jiva is separate. All three are separate. Advaita says Jagat Mithya, Brahma Satya. So the Advaita says everything. Prabhu to hai har jagah, har shay mein wo hai, koi jagah na jahan wo. And for this you need awakening. You need realization. You need anubhuti ye aisi ho jati hai, aankhon se kuch dikhta na hai, महसूस सच हो जाता है, ऐसा सच का हो जाता है, इसका कोई परोक्ष नहीं, अंतर ज्ञान यूं ही हो जाता, अनुभूति सच की होती, अपरोक्ष अनुभूति. That's why it's called अपरोक्ष अनुभूति. Okay.
Good. Continuation of same analogy will further clarify the point which we are discussing. Same water can appear as ice. Same water can appear as ocean. Same water can appear as waves. Same water can appear as evaporated, this thing due to sun's heat, and again come back to us as timely rain.
Correct.
So it is not dependent upon any particular name and form. It can independently exist, have an existence.
So Girish, it's good you have got such a clear concept of the whole thing. But to those people who are on the Zoom call, if you want self-realization and God realization, moving from the kindergarten of Dvaita to the University of Advaita, moving from religion to spirituality is very important. Moving from duality to non-duality, very important. Okay, Premchandji. Premchandji.
Shubham Gurudev.
Haji, namaskar.
Everything starts with two. मीरा कहती है कि मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसरों न कोई. There are two.
Correct.
After realizing that Krishna is inside her, then she realizes that I and Meera, I and Krishna is one. But in Jnana Yoga, we start with I am Atma. So there is only one thing, only one Advaitvad. But ultimately, after all, there is only one Advaitvad.
Correct. Very well said. Very well, beautifully said. Premchandji says very clearly, we all start with Dvaita. We all say that we are separate from God.
Starts with two.
Yeah, from two we have to become one. Thank you, Premchandji. Very beautifully summarized. Krishna, quick comment. Krishna. And after Krishna, we have Rekha Parwani.
Can you tell me it's raining heavily here?
Yeah, I can hear you and the rain. Tell me.
Sir, I have a question to ask you.
Yeah.
I very clearly understood what is Advaita and Dvaita, and I completely believe in Advaita only. Because only one Brahman. Otherwise, God is separated by time and space. That sounds so absurd.
So what's your question?
But my question is, sir, when you equate or when Bhakti becomes synonymous with Dvaita, how can that be? Bhakti can be Advaita also, no?
Of course, Bhakti should be Advaita. Bhakti in Advaita says, you start saying, मैं क्या हूँ कुछ भी नहीं. You live as the enlightened ego. You become nothing. You know that you are not this body, mind, ego which you appear to be. ये तन तो पांच तत्वों से बना, ये तन तो नहीं मैं, मन को ढूंढा पर मन है कहाँ, ये मन तो कहीं नहीं है. So you start realizing I am not this body, I am not the mind, but you have to have bhakti. But you must have Advaita bhakti, not Dvaita bhakti. You must not have the bhakti that God is separate from me. You must have the bhakti for the Krishna that's inside you. The moment you believe that you are something ordinary and God is extraordinary, you are helpless and God is miraculous, you will never attain God.
Right.
Good, very good, very good point. Yes.
One more thing, because Sujit was telling about Bhagavad Gita, I think we should completely study. He's picking up one point.
It's okay. I don't want to. See, I respect Bhagavad Gita. I don't want to say something.
One point, Bhagavan says, I am not in you and you are not in me. That means only one. Finally, it comes to that.
Yeah, but if Sujit is still a young boy, he's a teenager. If he wants to believe in Dvaita for some time, he will grow into Advaita. Okay, Rekha Parwani.
Shubham AiR.
Yes, Rekha.
I'm very thankful to you from bringing me from Dvaita to Advaita.
Yes.
And I believe like all of us since ages are taught that God lives somewhere in the skies, as you said, and he punishes us for our deeds. And it's like still people say, may the soul rest in peace. There's no realization.
But people are saying it like parrots, na? People are blah, 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 blah. They say, oh my God, kya hua? People are still so caught in illusion.
When they are asking God to rest in peace, how will they realize Advaita? It is very difficult.
This is very natural. It's a natural life. It is not an intentional life. We have been tutored to be like parrots.
Yes.
Tutored, not taught, tutored. Completely tutored. So now we have, unless we unlearn That's why today's session is very important. Like so many important sessions, today's session is very important. Dvaita versus Advaita, understanding the meaning of Dvaita, understanding Advaita, realizing that we have to grow from Advaita, from Om Namah Shivaya to Shivoham. We have to grow. We have to grow from Krishna being in Vaikuntha to Krishna being inside the temple of my heart. Okay.
Yes.
Chidanand,
Thank you.
Chidananda Rupa. His name only says Chidanand, so it's very easy. Sir, Chidanand.
Guruji.
Sir.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, continue.
Yeah. Advaita is basically the ultimate reality, and Dvaita is a dependent reality. It is the appearance in Advaita. So Advaita cannot be the ultimate reality. We are born in Advaita, that's why we have to start. We are born in Dvaita, that's why we feel, Dvaita as the starting point. But finally, ultimate reality is Advaita. Until you realize that, you get that anubhuti, you have to be in this path of spirituality.
Good. So you're right. So Dvaita is not a sin. Dvaita is an evolution. Dvaita is not sin, it is evolution. You grow from Dvaita to Advaita. You grow from believing in God in the sky to believing that it's a lie. You grow from from God living in the temple to God living within in the temple of your heart. So you have to evolve, you have to grow. Thank you, Chidanand. We have quick 3 or 4 comments before we close. Sophia, Rajinder, Meenakshi, Surajit. Then we close. 4 more to go. Sophia, Rajinder, Meenakshi, Surajit. Sophia.
Yeah. I bow down to SIP and AiR. Thank you, everybody. So I feel that Advaita states the soul is identical with God, right?
Advaita says God and me are not separate.
Yeah, I mean we are the same.
God is the ocean. I come from the ocean. I am a wave. I will go back into the ocean. God is energy. I am a manifestation of that energy that appears in this body to do my karma. I have to be free from karma and unite with God. Ignorance has distanced me from the reality that I am God. The moment I am enlightened that I am God, I become one.
Yes. And Dvaita states that soul is separate from God. So that is I mean religion. And Advaita is spirituality. So we are blessed. I'm blessed that I am enlightened. I am realization I have done. I am aware that I am identical with God. I am soul. I am blessed and I am Atma, an ansh of Paramatma. Paramatma was only one soul, but now we all are ansh of that big Paramatma. Right?
You realize that many religions don't accept this. Many religions, they completely are against believing, how can I be God?
Yeah.
So only awakening, only enlightenment
because
makes us
of
realize.
you. Yeah, so we have grown, like we have realized.
We grow to the realization that I am nothing.
Nothing, zero.
I am nothing. Only God is everything. I am nothing.
Yeah, ansh of that big Paramatma.
We are a manifestation. We are a manifestation of that divine. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you for your endorsement. Rajinder, Meenakshi, Surajit.
Sir, I have got a small thought in my mind that when we say dance and dancer, we cannot separate dance from the dancer.
Why you cannot separate?
Dance and dance, it is the same thing.
No. Dance is separate, dancer is separate. No. The dancer is dancing. The act of dancing is done by the dancer.
So in the same way, God is manifestation is the same thing because of the God. So
it's not a good example, Rajinder. What we can say is we cannot differentiate the gold ring from gold. The gold ring appears to be the ring, but it is nothing but gold. If you remove the gold, it's only if there's nothing. The ring is an appearance, but dance and dancer may not be the right way to say it, because dancing is the act of the dancer. So we must say, For example, what Girish said, the water and the wave, both the ocean and the wave, both are water. There is no difference. Ocean also is water. So here what Girish meant to say, if you say Krishna, Rama and Hanuman, all three are zip. So therefore, that's why I always give that song, no? Jaise Hanuman se pucha Shri Ram ne tumhara mujhse. I always give that example. Okay, there's no time. I'm sorry. We only have after Meenakshi and Surijit. Only two more questions. We have to close. Meenakshi and Surijit.
Hi, sir.
Yes.
Sir, so my point is, in Jainism also we have been believed from our childhood that Atma is Paramatma. हमें बचपन से सिखाया गया है. But second point is कि जो टेम्पल बनाए जाते हैं उसके थ्रू आप ये रियलाइज करोगे. आप वहां बैठोगे तो यू विल फील कि जो सामने है वो वही मैं हूँ, और जितना टाइम आप वहां रहोगे आपको वाइब्स वैसी मिलेगी, तो यू विल फील एंड यू विल अटेन द फाइनल डेस्टिनेशन. बट द पॉइंट इज, क्यों सारे लोग फिर पूजा और कर्म, ये जितने भी सारे इतनी सारी चीजें होती है मंदिरों में, पूजा कर रहे हैं, भाग रहे हैं सुबह से लेके, लेकिन एट द एंड ऑफ द डे दे डोंट रियलाइज कि ये मतलब हमें पता ही नहीं हम कर क्या रहे हैं. ध्यान सबसे बड़ी पूजा होनी चाहिए ना, आई थिंक. मेडिटेशन.
Because they are following the herd, because they are ignorant, they're not fighting, their piyas, their love and longing for God is not so deep. If your love and longing for God is very deep, you will attain Advaita. You will attain God realization, because if your love and longing is deep, then you will attain it. Otherwise, you cannot attain it. Last, Surijit. Yes, Surijit. Every day we are getting very late, so we have to cut the time. Over, Meenakshi, over. Surijit, last comment.
हेलो सर. सर, जो परम ब्रह्म है या ब्रह्म है, जो आत्मा है, परमात्मा है, वो तो हर जगह पे है. वो सनातन है, उसका आदि ना है और उसका अंत नहीं है. वो तो हर जगह पे है. वो है इसलिए सब कुछ टिका है. लेकिन इसमें ये है कि आप जो ये बोल रहे हो और हम सुन रहे हैं, इसको सुनने के लिए और बोलने के लिए भी आप हमें बॉडी की जरूरत है. उसी तरह तो श्री कृष्ण भगवान कौन है? जो बोलते हैं इसको धर्म का परिवहन करते हैं, इसलिए हम उसको भगवान बोलते हैं, मानते हैं, यकीन करते हैं.
Today we are not talking all those things. Today we are only talking one thing: Dvaita or Advaita. We can talk again tomorrow because time is over. Dvaita and Advaita means only this: is God and me separate, or am I nothing? Just I am a manifestation of God. If we have to grow on the path of spirituality, if we have to grow on the path of spiritual awakening, we have to be blessed to realize कि मैं कुछ भी नहीं हूं. लगता के सब करता मैं, पर सच में सब करता तू. सच में तो कुछ भी ना मैं करता. कविता जो गाता हूँ मैं, सच में तो गाता तू है. कविता तो मैं नहीं गाता. ज़ूम कॉल जो मैं हूँ करता, सच में जवाब मैं नहीं देता. सच में जवाब प्रभु तू ही देता. I fold my hands down and see you tomorrow at 8.